This week, we talk about some of our favorite bits of entertainment from 2025. We also talk about some of the latest rumors and news from all over the pop culture universe. Welcome to the Infinite Taylorverse.
Warning.
Red alert.
Ay, 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 ay!
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
That's the emergency alert. This episode is full of spoilers for some of the latest and greatest nerdy movies and shows.
Spoilers.
Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Infinite Taylorverse podcast. I'm Billy Taylor.
And I'm Taylor Oxner.
And this week, guys, we are here to have a little bit of 2025 end of the year fun, talk about some of our favorites, talk about a little bit of news. And I guess before we jump into any of that, Taylor, what have you been nerding out about this week, man?
This week I did get a cool pop present. I got a couple of them, 3 of them actually.
Nice. What'd you get?
I got one from you. It's a Tony Stark holding the mask. That one was really cool. I got to add it to all my Iron Men, which brings me, by the way, up to an obscene amount of Iron Men that I have. I didn't realize how many I had in my collection until I put that one in. And then, let's see, what else? I got a Metal Sonic.
Ooh, nice.
And he's floating. It's pretty cool. And then my favorite one I got this year was the Shields Throughout Time Funko, and it's I think 5 Captain Americas, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And they're in a row, and they're the different Captain Americas from just different times in the comics and movies.
Yep.
My favorite one, though, is the armored Captain America.
That's awesome.
From when he lost his serum, I guess, and they gave him battle armor, and it's it's really dopey because it has this nose piece, but it's a fun nostalgia Funko that I'd be no one would ever make a Funko of that, and they made a Funko of it. It's kind of like Captain America's version of the Blue Lightning Superman. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just a why would they even bother making it? And they did anyway. So yeah, it's cool. The only thing that what it misses, there's no wolf cap.
Oh yeah, that would have been a cool one.
I think that would have been an awesome one to add to the set. But what were you about to say?
Isn't one of them from that old 80s or 90s TV movie where he's got the helmet on and everything?
I think so. I don't have it with me. Lauren has it in the car. She's driving back today.
Yeah.
So I can't look at it right now, but yeah.
I feel like one of those is that one, and that's my favorite one.
That's cool. That's a good one.
Yeah, wolf cap would have been awesome to put in there, though.
I know.
And I'm trying to think.
Come on, Funko, get it together.
Yeah, I guess I'm nerding out about a Christmas present. So for Christmas, one of my presents from my wife was the Adam West Batmobile Lego set, and it was really awesome. Yeah. I took my time with it. You know how when you open those bigger boxes, they have multiple little bags inside? And this one had, I think, 17 bags. It was a lot of bags. And
Wow.
I kind of spread it out over 3 days so that I could continually do it instead of just rush and get it all finished. And that was a lot of fun to build.
I bet. The one Lego set that's just a car that I've always wanted was the Mystery Machine.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. This is the second car I've ever done. Several years back, I got the Back to the Future DeLorean Lego set, which was awesome. And it's pretty big, but this Batmobile is at least a third bigger than the DeLorean, which is crazy. I thought they'd be about the same size.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that was kind of fun.
The coolest Lego set I've seen this year is the Game Boy.
You know what? I got that for Christmas too from somebody.
Did you? Does it really work?
So I don't know why I was under the impression it was playable. It's just a display. It doesn't play games.
Oh, I thought it was playable.
I 100% thought it was playable, and I was so excited, but it has a lenticular screen that you can slide in, and there's 3 different ones. It's the Nintendo title screen, there's a Mario gameplay scene, and a Zelda gameplay screen, and you just slide them in the front, and it's, like I said, lenticular, so if you move it from side to side, it looks like it's playing.
It's really cool.
It was a fun one. And I guess in terms of Legos, I also got an R2-D2, which is kind of big. It was a lot of fun.
That is a lot of fun.
After building all these Legos, It's funny when you're done, I don't know, you kinda miss it. I want another set, but they're expensive.
Yeah, sometimes I get those, like, really cheap, like, $15 ones and just put one of those things together,
But yeah, those are fun. I think the
like
last
the
one of those
little
I got was like
mech suits.
mech suit Superman.
I've gotten so far, the Luke Skywalker and then the Venom.
Nice. I think my son recently did a Miles Morales one, and it's really cool too. All right. Well, as I kind of mentioned up front, this is our New Year's Eve special episode, and we'll have a little bit of news at the end, but I thought it'd be fun to talk about some of our favorites from the year. Anyone that knows me can probably guess my favorite movie of the year. What would you guess was mine?
Superman?
100% it was Superman.
That's what I put down as mine too, because I didn't go to a lot of movies this year at all.
Yeah.
Was Thunderbolts this year?
Thunderbolts was this year, like January, February, early this year.
Okay, maybe Thunderbolts was then my favorite.
Yeah, that's a super good one too.
I don't know, though, Superman is really good.
Superman was so, so good. It was a comic book on the big screen. I just left feeling good every single time I watched it.
Yeah. Thunderbolts isn't really the happiest of watches.
No, not so happy, but I did really enjoy that movie. I enjoyed
I'm
it.
gonna say Thunderbolts just because it hit me a little bit more personally than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, I surprisingly enjoyed Thunderbolts more than the new Fantastic Four movie, which I didn't hate, but I think I liked Thunderbolts better.
Yeah, I like Thunderbolts better just because it was more action and things like that, and just more. And it was a really personal story, which was awesome.
Yeah,
The Fantastic Four to me was just like, let's do Fantastic Four right for the first time,
yeah,
and they did. They hit
yep,
every mark like they should have. And the thing is it's a perfectly good movie. It's just not as good as these other two.
yeah. Superman was awesome. I did have an honorable mention, and I only watched it because my kids wanted to, and then wound up loving it every time they watched it. But I have to throw in K-pop Demon Hunters.
I saw that too. That was pretty good.
Our family really enjoyed it, and the songs are bops.
That's awesome.
Let's see. How about as for TV shows? What was your favorite top 1 or 2 shows this year?
If I'm not including like wrestling or Monday Night Raw is like every Monday night,
Um,
I would go with Daredevil Born Again
it's funny. That is exactly what I put.
because that show was just so intense from the very beginning to the
Yeah.
end, and it left you hanging at the end, which really was just like I binged that show in like 2 days.
Yeah. And I did it the long way. I did it once a week, and it was so good.
I'm glad I binged it because I don't think I would have been able to wait.
It was tough to wait. Yeah. I just like the first thing with movies, with the shows, I threw in an honorable mention. And I'm not a big horror guy, but I had to throw in It Welcome to Derry. That show was awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to watch that. I still haven't gotten time to do it yet.
Yeah. Well, now if you do, just like Daredevil, you could binge the whole thing.
I know.
And there's some cool revelations that I won't ruin for you that are just kind of mind blowing. And then we're gonna see there's gonna be at least 2 or 3 more seasons, and each season is gonna jump backwards 27 years. So
Oh my god.
that's why this show was 27 years before the movies, and then the next show will be another reverse time jump, and then another reverse time jump. It's because he goes to sleep, and wakes up every 27 years, but we're gonna
Yeah.
view it backwards, I guess. But there's a revelation in this series that makes that choice make sense, and I won't ruin it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely an honorable mention. How about things to read? And it doesn't necessarily have to be created this year, but you just happened to read it this year. What would you pick about that?
I read Josh Whedon's X-Men for like the Astonishing X-Men for like the first time.
Oh, okay,
It's way, way late to the game on that one, but it was amazing.
that's awesome. Mine was a tough pick because there was a couple things that I really enjoyed this year. The first thing that I super loved was Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2, with this whole new storyline with Peter Parker living in a world where the bad guys kind of managed to get rid of all the heroes. But Tony Stark from a different universe figures all of this out. And here's this Peter Parker in his, late 30s, early 40s, whatever age he is, no powers. Uncle Ben is still alive. The world is interesting, it's unique. And then he opens up this thing and it's a hologram of Tony Stark saying, "Do things seem off? Do you want your life to be the way it should have been? Push this button for yes, and ignore it for no." And he pushes the button and a radioactive spider pops out and bites him, and he becomes Spider-Man. And anyway, that's issue number 1 out of 2 years worth of comics. But that's about to wrap up this year, and I have to say that is some of my favorite Spider-Man stories I've ever read.
That's awesome.
And the second thing that was a little bit tough for me to pick between was the new Absolute DC Comics. As much as I'm a Superman guy and as much as I'm enjoying Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman has been freaking insanely good. It is so good. So my top two for sure are Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2 and Absolute Batman. Those stories have been awesome. They just did a reveal of the Joker in this universe, and man, I don't want to explain it and ruin it for you, but it's so good.
Doesn't he kind of look like the Joker from like the Arkham Asylum game?
Yes, and only when certain things about him kind of get activated. He doesn't constantly look like that. It's a thing he can transform into, which if you read it, it makes a little more sense. But yeah, it's good. It's an interesting take on Bruce Wayne. He's not a millionaire, billionaire, whatever. He's a teacher's kid, and he's on a field trip at a zoo, and the teacher is his dad, and his dad gets gunned down, and there are some bats involved, just kind of like when he falls in a cave in the movies and the books or whatever, but it's a whole different concept. He still winds up as Batman, but it's just very different. And
Okay.
I would recommend this book to anyone. Let's see. How about for video games? What were your favorite things to play this year?
My favorite games to play this year. None of them came out this year.
Yeah.
Man, I really liked there's a 40K game that came out called Bull Gun that I played the crap out of.
Yeah.
There's that one, and it's like a Doom, but
Okay.
it's like 40K instead, and that was a lot of fun. It's just hordes of things coming at you. Goat Simulator 3, I played that. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
I played Hollow Knight all the way through, beat that for the first time. And yeah, still playing Mass Effect on and off. Started playing Cyberpunk recently. Really enjoy it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, also I got gifted a bunch of Sonic games for
Yep.
Christmas, but I also got Mega Man Battle Systems. And I got that. I've never played any of those games. Gonna start playing them with the kid.
Yeah, I've never played the Mega Man Battle Systems games. They look interesting.
Yeah, so far it's kind of reminds me like RPG-ish, but we'll see how it goes.
Mine are also not really stuff from this year. My favorites, I should say. There's a few I did play from this year. We recently played and beat the new Pokemon Legends ZA, which is pretty fun. I don't know. My favorite one might be that Arceus game that came out a
Mhm.
few years ago. And this one's very much like that game, a little bit different. It was fun. I just don't know if I'd call it my favorite game of the year. But my favorites were, let's see, I played Stardew Valley at the beginning of the year at the request of a friend, and that game was super awesome to play. Very fun little cozy game.
Yeah, I hear that's kind of like Animal Crossing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Imagine Animal Crossing, but you also get to go fight bad guys. It was fun, a lot of fun, a lot of good challenges that kept me wanting to play it, even though at a certain point it's you're just farming and harvesting and selling things and buying things. But it had enough, I don't know, nuance to it that I played it for a few months there at the beginning of the year.
Well, yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned Hollow Knight. I finally busted that game back out a couple of weeks ago, and I have been obsessed with it lately.
Yeah, it gets to the point where you're playing it and you're like, I can't put this down.
And it's a mixture between so awesome and so frustrating because much like games when we were kids, the save mechanism, if you die at a certain point, you gotta start all the way back at a certain point, you know?
Yeah.
And then in this game, when you die, your spirit is left at that spot. And if you don't go get it back, you lose all your coins and all kinds of stuff. So you have to go back to get it, which means you can't die in between or you lose all that stuff. And oh man,
Have you ever gotten to the point where you're just like, I'm not going back for that thing. I'm going to go in a different direction?
I did do that once.
Yeah.
I got to
Just
the
like, it's not worth it.
I got to the point where I let myself die again so that my soul would be attainable at a closer position.
Yeah.
And then just said, forget the coins, whatever.
Yeah.
There was a time when I died on the way to get my spirit and I had like nearly 1,000 coins and I was so mad.
Oh, yeah. That's frustrating.
And yeah,
Have you found the bank yet?
I did. I just recently, in the past couple of days, I found the bank. I found the guy, the blacksmith that upgrades your sword the first time.
Oh, okay.
As of last night, I have the first upgrade, spirit upgrade, which I can't think of what it's called, but it's like a Hadouken from Street Fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got the dash cloak where you can dash after you fight that girl named Hornet.
Okay.
And then I got the mantis hooks where you can climb up walls.
Yep. That's amazing when you get
Oh, yeah.
that.
And then last night, I got two different ones last night. I got the one where you can ground pound through the ground, whatever that one's called.
That one's a good one.
And then the crystal one where you can fly across long distances.
Yeah, both of those will get you like way further in the game.
Yeah, so now when I play, I can do more stuff when I go back to play later today.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
it's one of those games where if you guys listening don't know about it, imagine Metroid style game where you're just
Yeah,
exploring, going back and forth.
it's totally Metroid, but like not sci-fi.
Yeah. And that new game, Silk Song, have you had a chance to play that one yet?
I haven't.
I want to beat this so that I can play that game. And I haven't felt this excited about a game since the last Zelda. So I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah, I've heard it's harder.
That'll be frustrating if it is.
Yeah,
It took me so many times just to get past the first boss. And then I found out it was only a mini boss. I'm like, you're kidding me, right?
yeah, I know. Yeah, you beat him and then you have to go upstairs and beat him again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. But don't let these frustrated sounding things make you deter from playing this game because it is so awesome.
no, it's frustrating and it's worth it.
Yep. Well, that was some of our entertainment favorites from 2025. It's crazy looking ahead. We got a lot of cool stuff coming out in 2026. Obviously, we got Spider-Man Brand New Day, Avengers Doomsday. We're going to get Supergirl. We're going to get a lot of cool shows. We're going to get that Lantern series.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Oh, yeah, that's going to be awesome. There's a lot of good coming too. And it's funny for fans of Dune 3 is coming out, but I read that they're going to release it the same day as Avengers Doomsday. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good choice.
Yeah, I guess it does the if you want to go see the snooty sci-fi movie versus the popcorn sci-fi movie.
Man,
I get it. I think that they think that the crossover isn't as big as it is. I think they don't realize that that many comic book fans would also want to see Dune.
yeah. I just know I would not want to release my project at the same day as Avengers Doomsday.
No, definitely not. Also, have we talked about the teasers yet on here?
No. So speaking of our Marvel news, we talked a little bit about rumors of what was to come, but yeah, Marvel's releasing a different teaser each week at the front of what is it? Avatar: Fire and Ash. And the first one they released, I think we did talk about that one because it came out last week, was the Captain America one where we see him riding the motorcycle, pulling up to that house that we see at the end of Avengers Endgame when we see he went back in time to live with Peggy. He's wearing a wedding ring and he's holding a baby, and that's the teaser. And then this week they released the Thor trailer, which it shows him walking through the woods holding Stormbreaker. And he kind of bends down and looks like he's in a praying stance and he's talking to his father. And he's basically saying, give me the strength for this one last battle so I can stop fighting and then be a good dad. And then it's like Thor will return in Avengers Doomsday. That was a good one too. And then have you seen the kind of the crappy quality leaked one that just came out?
No, I haven't. I heard it's an X-Men one.
It's an X-Men one, and the crappy quality version even was awesome. I cannot wait to see it on a regular HD version.
Is it real?
It's real. It is real.
Okay.
It opens up with you hear some talking, and I guess it's Professor X and Magneto, and it's Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen's versions, obviously. And they're sitting at a table. You see rubble where his Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters building was destroyed, I guess. And him and Magneto are sitting at a table playing chess, and you can see the chess pieces are moving with his mind and his magnetism, and they start talking about, you know, life and hard times, and then you see a scene where it's freaking James Marsden dressed as Cyclops in the very X-Men 97 looking uniform, which was so freaking awesome. And he starts to scream and he just like his eyes burst forth, which is straight up a scene from a comic that I've seen before. Cannot tell you the issue or anything, but I've seen that image. And and then at the end of well, first of all, you're seeing all this X-Men stuff and you hear the Avengers melody music they played during that movie playing in the background, which that combination was so freaking cool. And then it says the X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday, and that's the end of the trailer. Yeah.
I can't wait
And
to see it.
oh, it's so good. And it sounds like next week, the one that they're going to release is supposedly going to have the Fantastic Four plus some Wakandan characters in it. And I don't know what that means, what that's going to look like. But they also announced today on some new, like nerdy news websites I looked through, that there's going to be a secret fifth one that wasn't really announced. That'll be kind of fun.
What are your bets on the fifth one?
I wonder if it'll be more recent characters or some more of the classic Fox Marvel characters. I don't know. Who knows what it could be? Or maybe they somehow make an actual trailer, not just one of these kind of TV spot teasers, you know?
Yeah.
Well, with Spider-Man Brand New Day, there's all this stuff about who Sadie Sink is going to play. Well, it sounds like some official things just posted that she's going to be the character Rachel Summers. So I guess we'll see how that folds in.
Wait, what did you say? So it's going to be Rachel and not Jean Grey?
Yeah, it sounds like Sadie Sink is going to be playing Rachel Summers,
So their kid from,
which, yeah,
because I might be wrong, but isn't Rachel Summers Jean and Cyclops' kid from Days of Future Past?
she's their
She's
daughter
like
from a dystopian future where Sentinels rule.
yeah.
And she's known as Marvel Girl, it says. But yeah, I guess that's who they're saying Sadie Sink is going to be playing now, which if this movie comes right before Avengers Doomsday, I could see like some random alternate world character being placed in there to kind of mess with Spider-Man and then pull him into this whole mix of the weird stuff that's going to be happening during Doomsday. They've also said that Rosario Dawson is going to show up in this movie as Claire Temple again, which would be pretty cool.
As a night nurse?
Yeah. Misty Knight. And the final thing with Marvel this week, it sounds like the actor Finn Jones, who played Iron Fist in that, not exactly loved Iron Fist Netflix series. Well, it sounds like he will be coming back after all. Yeah.
Boo.
So yeah, we'll see if that means in a Spider-Man thing and a Daredevil thing and his own thing, who knows, but they just said he's coming back. Well, over with DC, there's only a couple of things this week. They just announced that Batman the Brave and the Bold will begin filming in 2027. So that movie's not coming super soon, but they have a date in mind. So I guess that's good.
That's awesome.
And then the Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson Batman sounds like we know that Scarlett Johansson has been cast as something in this movie. And the latest thing that they're saying right now is that she might be playing a gender bent version of Harvey Dent. Yeah,
No.
that's just the latest rumors out there right now that she will be playing a female version of Two-Face after some events in this movie, which is an
I,
interesting choice. And again, this is just a rumor. It doesn't mean it's happening, but it's what they're saying out there.
why though? Like it doesn't even.
But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they do with that.
Yeah.
Over with Star Wars, it sounds like there is a new series coming. They have not named this series, but they said that this series will feature a big battle between Darth Maul and Darth Vader. So they've already been talking about a new Darth Maul animated series. I wonder if it's going to take place in that series because this article didn't really say where it's taking place. All they said was something's coming where we're going to see for the first time Darth Maul and Darth Vader fighting. So that'll be kind of fun.
That'll be BA.
Yeah. Let's see. Elsewhere out there in the pop culture universe, we got a lot of revivals and sequels coming our way. Were you a fan of the show Scrubs? I can't remember.
Yeah, I did like Scrubs a lot actually. They're coming back. I know that.
Yeah, the Scrubs revival. We're a little over a month away, February 25th. We're going to get to see that. It'll be on ABC and then next day on Hulu. So that's coming. Were you also a fan of Malcolm in the Middle?
You know what? No, I wasn't. But it's one of those shows I've always kind of wanted to pick up.
It was a show that I watched here and there. It wasn't a show that I kind of religiously watched. If it was on and I wanted TV and nothing else was on, I would watch it every now and again. But that one is also doing a revival, and it's called Malcolm in the Middle, Life's Still Unfair. And that one's going to be on ABC and the next day on Hulu. And it sounds like that's coming April 10th. So
Awesome.
2 fun little sitcoms there coming back our way. And for fans of Stranger Things, I'm 100% caught up. I've really been enjoying it. But when this episode of our podcast comes out, it'll be January 2nd. So New Year's Eve will have already come and gone. So by the time you're listening to us, you can watch the entire series of Stranger Things. But as of us recording this, on New Year's Eve, the series finale comes out. It'll be simultaneous in movie theaters and Netflix. And it's going to be over 2 hours long. And some of the things that the Duffer Brothers have been saying, they came out and said there will not be any big deaths of main characters in the finale. It's like, oh man, you shouldn't have told us that, but that's what they said. So I guess that's either a red herring to throw us off if that happens, or it's the truth. But either way, that finale is here for us recording tomorrow, and for you guys listening, it's already out there. You should go check it out.
It probably is true.
Yeah, I've really been enjoying it. This final season, they've featured a couple of new characters, and a lot of times when they throw in new characters and stuff on the final season, it's like, this is, I bring me the main guys, But I've really enjoyed Holly and Derek, the two characters they've thrown in. Delightful Derek. Well, let's see. For fans of Pokemon, McDonald's just announced that in February and March, all the Happy Meals will have Pokemon cards in it. So I know my boys are excited when we saw that.
Cool.
Hopefully, all the scalpers will leave some for the kiddos. That'll be kinda nice.
Yeah,
Did you ever play this kinda we're starting to get a little bit into video games, but did you ever play Gears of War?
I did. I played the first one.
Okay, I've never played it, but they just announced that a live action Gears of War series is in the works at Netflix.
I think they've talked about that for a while. It's like a on and off thing forever, but I'm glad that they're finally doing it.
Yeah.
A lot of people like that stuff.
Yep. Speaking of new live action stuff, for fans of the Disney movie Atlantis, it sounds like they're finally gonna make a live action movie of that. I think that could be potentially really cool.
Yeah, it's too bad they can't actually get Michael J. Fox.
I know. That would've been awesome. Someone already did some fan art making Zendaya the main girl from that movie, and it looks spot on, so that could be kinda cool.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. I mean, that movie when it came out was like super cool. So I wouldn't be surprised that like visually now with all the technology that we have,
Uh,
like it could look amazing.
that's what I think too. I'm real excited they're finally making that one. Another one that I think that would be cool to make with Disney would be Treasure Planet. Did you ever watch that movie?
But yeah, love Treasure Planet. I
That'd
like
be
what if they made like Titan AE
Oh,
in
yeah.
real life?
That would be another good one. This is so off topic. Do you remember the '90s movie Event Horizon
Yeah.
with the spaceship, and then you find out it traveled to a parallel dimension that was pretty much hell, I guess, and
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
back
yeah.
evil with it? I had never seen that movie when it was out many, many years ago, and someone made a post about it on Facebook, and so my wife and I watched it last night for the first time, and that movie's crazy.
Yeah, you've never seen it?
I had never seen it. It came out when I was maybe 11, I think, if my math is right. Maybe I'm a little off, but
Well, I didn't see it when it came out. I've just had it in my collection forever and ever.
yeah, somehow I've just never gone back to watch it.
Yeah, it's isn't it the professor from Jurassic Park? Isn't he like the main villain?
Yeah, spoilers.
My bad.
No, that's okay. Yeah, spoilers for a 30-year-old movie.
Yeah.
I love that for anyone that watches The Rookie, the chief of police on The Rookie is a young member of the crew in this movie, and that was hilarious seeing him buff and young.
That's amazing.
But anyway, back to the news. We've all seen many articles about how much Henry Cavill loves the Warhammer franchise. Well, they just announced that he is officially going to be the producer of this new franchise of Warhammer 40K, creating a new cinematic universe in that area with him in charge of all of it. So that'll be awesome, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing. Anything 40K, like I have a couple friends who are like right into the lore, like people who don't even play the game, like are into like the story aspect of it.
Yeah. And it's just cool to know that someone who loves it as much as he does is about to be behind it all. So that's awesome. Hopefully he puts himself in some places to play some roles too. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be gnarly.
For Godzilla fans, the next installment called Godzilla Minus Zero, that's going to come out this summer, June 1st, 2026. So we got another Godzilla movie coming our way. I never got around to watching Godzilla Minus One. Have you seen that one?
I have not seen that one yet. I really want to.
And this is apparently separate from this whole monster cinematic universe they're trying to make with Godzilla and
Yeah,
Kong and all that. This
it's
goes
like the
back to,
more
yeah,
it's like the more Japanese
yeah.
version.
But the sequel to that version, that's what this is. And so that's coming this summer. That'll be fun.
All those movies are super fun for me. I don't know. I'm a big fan of kaiju movies in general.
Yeah.
I think it's a shame that I didn't get into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or like Power Rangers in general until I was like older.
Yeah. And then it hits different when for me, it's 100% nostalgia because that is definitely for children. But the nostalgia makes me want to keep watching it as it progressed throughout the years. But yeah, it was fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not a big horror fan, but a new Terrifier movie, Terrifier 4, is about to come out, and it's supposed to be, in their words, the epic final chapter to this brutal saga.
Yeah, it's in space, right?
Well, I don't know. That'd be
I think
crazy.
I'm pretty sure it takes place in space, or a lot of it does.
That'll be nuts.
Yeah.
Well, hey, any wrestling or video game stuff we haven't talked about?
Netflix's anniversary for Monday, January 5th is Raw's anniversary on Netflix, and they're kind of going all out on it. A lot of title changes. It's going to be a good jumping on point.
Okay. Nice. Speaking of wrestling, I've been loving all these videos on Instagram and TikTok of all these little kids opening up John Cena presents and losing their minds.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
have been fun.
it's sad that he's done, but you see all the joy in these kids' faces from this guy. But there's this new guy, and his name's Joe Hendry, and he's total baby face, and I think he'll be years from now we'll look back and be like, okay, that was a good like successor, I think, as long as he stays healthy.
There was another video. I sent you one of this kid losing his mind screaming. There was another video of this little boy. His mom was recording him from behind, and he was just holding this John Cena figure, and he was looking at it, and he was crying, like silently weeping, just tears going down his
Yeah, yeah,
face. And then he hugged it and he kissed it. And then he went back to playing with it, playing his wrestling match.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so fun. Well, hey guys, that is all of the news for this week. We hope you all have had a great 2025. We hope that 2026 is even better in so many ways. And yeah, thanks for tuning in this year. And we look forward to you guys tuning in for another year. And we just really want to thank you for coming back each week. But hey, as for us here at the Taylorverse, I've been Billy Taylor.
Taylor Oxner.
And come back next week, guys. Come back next year, guys. Same Taylor channel, same Taylor time.
Bye.
Bye.